And he said, call on Baal. Is he sleeping? Because he knows his own God never sleeps. Is he sleeping? Call on him very well. Our God never sleeps, nor does he slumber. There's nobody that is ever in this life. Go and quote me anywhere. If you ever know any pastor that say he does not pray night prayer and he has manifestation, he's fake. That's the real fake you should suspect. There's nobody that will touch power that will not first of all hold on to the night. Nobody. Nobody. I repeat, there's nobody in this kingdom, either pastor, either member, either anybody, nobody would ever touch power without holding the night. A man that can arrest the day is a man that has arrested the night. You can't sleep like normal people sleep and you want to come and rule over normal people by the day. If you check the serious scientists, you realize that they are men of the night. I mean scientists, not some people that miss one chemical to another. You know, science is science. Even Alagbo, they mix stuff together and they treat you. But the main scientists that have come up with serious discoveries, they are men of the night. They rather sleep by day than night. Let me show you something. Genesis 1, we'll just read 5. Genesis 1, 5. I preached a message some time back and I said the mystery of the night. How many of you have had that message? If you have not had it, that's why you are empty. Go and look for it. So I made a reference to this. Mystery of the night. You know, some of those messages, I'll preach it. I'll not be regretting that this thing is too deep. Yet the people will not even listen to it. They'll just scroll and pass. Okay. Can we read together? I want to go. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. Are you not seeing an error there already? Leave the Bible there. Are you seeing error there? You're not seeing error there? Let's read it again. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. I thought it's supposed to be the morning and the evening. How come evening and the morning? So, this light that comes, it met darkness here. From Genesis 1, Genesis 2, you realize that darkness is older than light. And darkness has nothing to do with the devil. And the light I'm talking about has nothing to do with God. Do you understand? So darkness is older than light. Then the Bible says, and the evening and the morning were the first day. Till date, in the Old Hebrew, they calculate the evening to the morning as a day. Do you understand what I just said? Evening to morning as a day, not morning to evening. Let me tell you why this thing confuses you every time. How many of you have read about the death of Jesus? The death of Jesus. Have you seen that there's a little confusion there? Go and make research about it. So the Bible says he died for 3 days, right? But by calculation, it's not up to 3 days. And if you calculate it another way, it's above 3 days. But people don't know until you understand that the 3 days that they were saying the evening to the morning, day 1. That evening again, morning again, day 2. The evening, morning, day 3. Some people even fast like this. Some people fast like this. It doesn't matter. Some of you are just learning some of this. While some of you is an opportunity. You just keep fufu, keep. You knock fufu all the space. There's nowhere to breathe anymore. And I say, now I want to begin my fast. Papa say evening and morning. My God. So the evening and the morning were the first day. Ancient Hebrew, that's how they count a day. In fact, our calendar now and their calendar then is different. That's how they count a complete day. That's why, go and read about the death of Jesus. You realize that he died, he woke up, but the day is not complete. In fact, this thing swindled me off to the extent where I had to read different versions. Then I went to Wikipedia. I went to Google. I searched and then they explained the evening and I said, oh. Some of you, it has never even been a problem to you because you just read and run. And he died. I just know he died. He complained. God told me something. God said, do you know anything done in the night is amplified? Oh, I'm getting too deep. If you stay outside and shout, hello, by the day, what happened? It doesn't go far. But around 1 a.m., and you go outside and you shout, hello, what happened? Amplified. It's amplified. The night is very powerful. I'm telling you, very, very powerful. The major reason why some of us will never ever rule by the day is because we have not ruled by the night. The major reason why most of us will never rule by the day is because we have not ruled by the night. While I was teaching about the mystery of the night, I brought out some points. I said, what? How come herbalists, they are awake in the night? Witches, they are awake in the night. Every of all these fetish people, they are awake in the night. Prophets, they are awake in the night. Then Christians, they are sleeping. I say, he gave his beloved good sleep. Proverbs 6 say, a little sleep, a little slumber. Now there you go die put. The night. So a man that sleep like the world can never impact them. You can never impact the world. Let me make an example. We are live, but let me just make this example. I remember when I started prophesying. I would pray overnight. I would see everywhere I want to go. As in, let's say I have a meeting in the morning, I would see everything. I'm just giving some of you that are growing up some tip. Now, more than that. No. I got up and say, we must never go back. I'll see everything. So by the time I come, I'll just go straight. I know the clothes you are going to wear because I saw it in the night. So I'm going straight to you. You have a sister. They think I'm seeing vision now. I just told you everything I saw in the night. So by the time I see you and you're not putting on the clothes that I saw in the night, I begin to ask you, you were supposed to wear a blue gown. And the lady say, yes, I wore it, but I now off it. And everyone is shouting, hey, how does he know he's supposed to wear? Night. Anything is amplified in the night. One of my daughters, was it yesterday night? Yesterday, I think around 2 or 3. we were talking about something. That's in the morning now. 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. in the morning. Or like 4 7 in the morning. And I said, just show me picture. And she showed me the picture. And I said, this guy, I'm seeing this, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing this, I'm seeing that. And I looked at her, I said, even you, I'm seeing this. It's amplified in the night. I'm giving you a secret. That's why the men of old, you have noticed, men like Babalola, they have amplified night prayer. Now we come with philosophies of medical issues. And we say, no, the night, you ought to rest for, you soon rest in peace. I'm telling you. Where wickedness is digitalized and a Christian is sleeping, that's why we hardly see power except in the pastor. We hardly see power except in the pastor. Because men have slept. My God. My wife is a witness. I remember then I was in a choir rehearsal. This same choir rehearsal, I was in the choir, and everybody will go about their daily life. My wife knows. I'll pray and pray and pray. Every night. And the day they all say, Brother Sinbo, just lead us in opening worship. In choir rehearsal. That's all. So, most times they will avoid the opening worship for me, and they'll say, lead us in closing worship. Because the moment I open my mouth, it's not about the voice. If it's about the voice, when men like me sing, you are not supposed to dance. Because I have impediment. My voice is always cracked. If it's about the voice, when men like Solang sing, one time, I think my wife also was there. We were in Lokoja. And how many of you know Solomon Lange? I know you know Bob Risky, but you don't know Solomon Lange. We were in Lokoja for a crusade. And Solomon Lange, he just came. And the voice was so cracked. And you are my voice. Everybody was on the floor. You know that this is a man of prayer in the night. Hey, my God. Do you know every control, God controlled the Egyptians and Pharaoh, he did it in the night? Every. So he encounter Moses in the night, tell him everything. Then by day, they see the manifestation. That's why some of them happen early in the morning. While some, God cannot wait. Carry on in the night. Any Christian that does not pray, night prayer, you can never achieve anything. You can't achieve anything. You control everything already. How I wish some of you can really hear me and understand where I'm talking from. One time, let me share something with you. Look at me. One time I did 21 days dry fasting. I was disappointed. One of those fasting I was disappointed. I was disappointed because there was no encounter, nothing, except one time that God, that was my day 6. There was no, you understand, like 21 days, like 21, some of you, that's like, if you like fast more than elder, you can never know what he knows. Some of you think when you do 40 days, you'll be moving like this. Oh, you finish it, you realize that God is even far than when you started. By the time I was through, I was not feeling it. I felt bad. I said, okay, let me just do 6 to 6 and 10 days all night. Oh my God. By the time I started the 6 to 6 and the 10 days all night, they invited me to a program. On the day 9, they invited me to a program. So I went there. That's Mara level. I will look at people like this and, my God, I could still remember those prophecies. I'll look at people like this and I'll just see all their life. I will see their life to their underwear. And I'll be looking at them like this. I'll look at them again. Is this real? I'm a prophet. I've been prophesying before then. But there's nothing like night. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is somebody hearing me now? No matter what you do in this kingdom, never ever make excuse for the night. Even if it's an hour. If not, your life will deteriorate. Your life will remain one place and you will not even know. Never ever make excuse for the night. Are you a banker? Even if it's just 1 hour. Have you noticed that the devil would rather let you pray by day than by night? Because he knows. Can I go deep a little? Small. I was explaining something. I think some of my sons were there. I said the realm of the spirit and the realm of the physical, they are two opposite sides. So the realm of the physical is like at the end of that place. The realm of the spirit is at the end of this place. So what you do that profits you in the spirit does not profit you in the physical. And what profits you in the physical does not profit you what? In the spirit. Like for example, in the spirit, he say, he that scattereth, he say he has more. Is that not so? In the spirit. But in the physical, you need to save money. Are you getting this? If you don't get it, this class is not for you. You are a child, a baby. He said, he that scattereth, yet at the tail end he has more. He that gathereth, at the tail end, he realizes that there's nothing. That's how it is. Another example, most times, people want to get into the realm of the spirit with their eyes open. Yet, for beginners, it's expedient that the eyes is closed. In the realm of light, you open your eye to the natural realm, you open your eye to see well. In the realm of the spirit, most times, your eyes is the biggest distraction. That's why our fathers of old, they told us, they say, close your eyes and pray. It's not a doctrine. They will advise you, close your eyes and pray. Because they know that when you open your eyes, you see distraction. So they are opposite sides. Every philosophy of the flesh is against the philosophy of the spirit. So the spirit will tell you that you are blessed. You don't need to see it to know you are blessed. The physical will tell you that, see, you better go and hustle. Now they die go so. That's why when you see a man that has dwelt much in the flesh, they must complain. Always complaining. Always. Always. That's how the night is. If a man understands that you need to seize the night, because in a normal human philosophy, the night is for sleeping. If you use the night and be awake and you use the day for sleeping, you are a powerful man. Oh my God, how I wish you understand me. I made some example and I've given you the example now, you don't know. Even if it's an hour, you are a singer, you are trying to be anointed. Even if it's an hour in the night, set your alarm. Sometime by yourself, just go and sleep. Go and sleep. 7 o'clock, sleep. You wake up 12 and you are charged up. One of my sons called me around 4 and he said, I didn't know you pick it. I just laughed. Except I don't want to pick. Or some of the days I say, oh, let me skip it. Maybe because of health. Like what happened recently, where I drank 3 packs of where I drank 3 packs of energy drink. And I called Pastor Eli. I said, Eli, I have seen something that will keep us awake. He said, what? I said, go and buy Predator. Is it Predator? I said, go and buy Predator. When I came with the first pack, my wife complained. So I didn't bring the second pack inside the house again because I know she will talk. So I look right, I look left, nobody see me. I took it inside my prayer room. I kept it there. So all through the day, I'll do my life normal. In the night to pray, I'll just take one Predator to keep me awake for like 4 hours. Then by the time I'm trying to sleep, I'll take another Predator and I was praying. I was praying. That pack finished. I went again. I bought another one and left it in the car. By the time she greeted, welcome, welcome, everybody went inside. I came back to the car. I took it inside my prayer room again. And I was just eyeing my Predator. My God. Hey. After 2 weeks, in my mind I have slept. My eyes are open. My head was hitting. Boom, 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 boom. What manner of sickness is this? Then I remember that maybe I'm the prey this Predator is. You don't need to take all those things to be awake in the night. It's calculation. If your normal health will not allow you, it's calculation. Simple calculation. Sleep early. Some of you, what you do in the evening is totally worthless. Totally worthless. In the evening, you get home. Let's say by 7. Some of you will now watch films. Then you now watch it to 12. You now say, Papa said we should be praying. So now I want to come stop that now. Now I want to be praying. And you just finished Korean movie. And you are praying for husband. Then you see yourself with Pigeon Pio. Then, is it Pigeon Pio or Pigeon Pio? Pigeon Pio. You see yourself with Pigeon Pio. They say, I've always known this thing, you know, shouts me up in the morning. Papa, this thing you said is true. I just prayed. I was just trying to pray 1 hour. But I prayed only 10 minutes. I slept off. And I had a dream. I was dancing with a white man. And I said, who is the white man? I said, do you know this guy? But I know God just used him as a figure of speech. Stop that thing. Salifu. Salifu is who you are marrying, not PJP. Or Hussein. You organize it. There's nothing wrong if you sleep by 6. If you're a sleeper. Sleep early, you wake up. By 12, your eyes are shining. Kai. That's why, me, it's better you rub me by day than night. Because I'm very active. Very active. Set it. You wake up. By the time you wake up that night, sometimes, I bet you don't know this. Do you know that if you read a chapter of the Bible by day, you get different revelation from the same chapter by night? Some of you have done it by mistake. You don't understand. Try it. By day, you used to read 10 chapters. Change it and begin to read it from 12 midnight. Sometimes you'll be reading about Ezekiel. Ezekiel will appear alive. You never see those by day. The noise is too much by day. The atmosphere is tensed by day. The complaint is too much by day. Worries, anxiety by day. Pressure by day. Night, when others are relaxing, you stand up. Night is when God begins to discuss the activity that is to happen in this earth realm. Night. And anybody that is awake is the one that participates. Oh my God. I told you a story how I did 30 days all night. And by the time I did it, I began to see what will happen before it will happen in my jurisdiction. I began to see what will happen, how it will happen, people that will participate in it. You remember when I prophesied and I told you people that, oh, I'm seeing, as this Buhari is entering, I'm seeing so meeting. How many of you remember that? And I said, I'm seeing a woman, I'm seeing this, I don't want to go back to all those kind of stuff. And I said, they remove some people. Is that not so? I said, they'll remove some people. And after 3 days, they had a meeting. And they said, now we are removing this, we are removing that. Do you know why? We have entered the day before them. So what they are to do in that day, we have done it. I was in the meeting. I'm not saying I had. I was in the meeting. I sat down in the meeting like this. That's how men are sat down in heaven. I heard of a woman. I shared the story here with you before. This woman, somebody saw her in church, was preaching. The guy was talking about his experience in heaven. And so I said, but madam, I saw you in heaven. And the woman said, no, I have dual citizenship. I used to go there when they have a meeting. Then I'll come back. Night prayer. Night. You are here. You are not ruling anything. Night. Night will show you some places you sit down. Where the helpers you have been crying for will come. Night. I remember one night I was praying and God told me, God said, I'm going to make this boy a millionaire before 24. Is it 24? Before 24, I'm going to make this boy a millionaire. Then I used to prophesy via WhatsApp. How many of you still know me when I was prophesying via WhatsApp? Just the pastor. I think just Nathan and Ellie will know, and Sissy. Before I'll prophesy on WhatsApp, and I say, who is ready for prophecy? And they say, I want to prophesy. Okay, I'm seeing in the realm of the spirit. You know, when you are broke, you do all kind of nonsense. Somebody invited me and said, sir, please come and join our WhatsApp. How many of you saw that program? And I say, oh, I will do it. And they say, yeah, WhatsApp program. WhatsApp? He said, you will be prophesying, you will be typing. Mina. Do you know why on ROI page, I'll just drop voice notes. If you hear, you hear. If you do not hear, get out. You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. I don't send you. If you don't have data to hear, don't hear. I can't be you can't bring me to be typing. What am I typing? I have language. And then I was typing, and by the day where I typed and I say, who is ready for prophecy? The brother said, I'm ready for prophecy. I say, okay. God says he's going to make you a millionaire before 24. And the brother said, amen. Then after the program, he asked me how. Because at that point in time, auto collect, my God. The guy was broke in every ramification. And me too, I began to ask God, how? But I know God told me. It was remaining like a month or 2 months to his 24th birthday. They started MMM. From all those MMM, he made 8 million. I mean the MMM, you lose money. He made 8 million. I think he's the first that gave me my first million. Do you know why some of you complain? Some of you don't even have direction. Because some of you sleep anyhow. You sleep. Some people can't sleep. You carry them like children. You put them inside water, bathe them. You come back again. You are finished if you are like that. You will never see me sleeping like that in the night. But by day, How will you be stupid to come and rob me by day? By day you have help. Night that only God can be your help, instead of you to stay awake. Ladies here, you don't even know. You can just be with a man and you see how he sleeps. You know if he's going to prosper or not. Not about the money he has. Somebody can have money today, tomorrow is broke. But he's sleeping, he's snoring. Some people who sleep to the extent where the urination will want to come outside. They will not rush to the bathroom. They will not say, thank God. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Poverty will kill you. A little sleep, a little slumber. Control the night. 3 reasons why you should control the night. Number 1, let me just decision making. Luke chapter 6, 12 to 13. Decision making. That's why plenty of people struggle with making decisions. Are we there? Luke 6. Let's read together. Want to go? And it came to pass in those days that he went mountain to pray and continued all night in prayer to God. 13. And when it was day, he called unto him his disciples, and of them he chose 12. Also he named them apostles. I don't know whether you understand. He chose 12 of them, different characters. Some were to fulfill the scripture that, out of these 12, this one will betray me. Out of these 12, this one will doubt me. Out of these 12, this one. And he picked them. No mistake. No mistake. You, out of thousands, Jesus picked 12. Because he prayed all night. You, 2 brothers, you don't even know which one is your husband. So that's your problem. Some of you, if you like, you put 10 good people and 1 bad. Some ladies will pick only that 1 bad. They will just put the bad at the back. They will navigate, and they say, my mind pick you. My God. That's why somebody realized that people are foolish. And he did a song. And people are bragging with it. I like bad boys like you. I like bad boys like you. He said, men has come. Your father is our leader. They're all your elder brothers. Then me, I follow. I agree. But your father is playing number 9. Attacker. Men are not scum. You are the scum. You are always speaking the wrong one. I tell you, pick the names. Get into your prayer room in the night. Sit down with one person. Internet has even made it better. Download this picture. Sit down with the picture. I will hear a voice behind me that will tell me this is the way. Walk therein. Before you see vision open, wow. Then you see the guy beginning to beat you. Say, in the morning the guy say, hello. He say, hi. Clear direction. And the guy say, well, why are you running, babe? I love you, babe. There's something I've seen. Say, men has come. You are the scum. If men keep taking advantage, you are the scum. You are a daughter of Zion. Pray. Jesus made decision. Pray. If you pray the 1, the answer does not come. Try the 2. Try the 3. Pray. How come Herbalist will tell you bring a picture, and inside the picture they do a lot and they see a lot from picture, and you see picture, you can't see anything? Pray. One of my sons maybe is watching me live here. He brought a picture of a lady, and the lady was putting on this nose ring, and the lady was looking higgy haga. And he said, Papa, should I continue? I have intention to marry her. I said, wait. Later, he called me back. I said, she's a good wife. She's a good wife. And he said, Papa, did you see the earring? I said, she's a good wife. Papa, do you see? She's a good wife. Because a spiritual man judge above earring, nose ring, and all those things. He said, Papa, I showed you the worst picture of her because I wanted you to speak, because I know your word is true. You see, everything you said about her is true. But I just kept quiet and I was listening to you. I said, oh, so you know before you just say yes, but you know you can't be too sure. Yet you bring some that will wear big skirts. They will not plait their hair. They'll just look like, you know, umbrella gown, parachute, and they'll come like this. In the night, you catch them. Drop the picture, begin to pray. Oh Lord, show me Yahweh, because of who you are. You begin to pray, begin to pray, begin to pray. All the pen and the paper, all the detail of the guy, you get it. One of the deceits that the person deceived that my daughter yesterday, he said he had problem with school. That he's trying to process. And I said, show me the picture. Moment of truth. Show me the picture. And she showed me the picture. I said, I'm seeing on the realm, I'm seeing this guy. There's this boy that wears so. She said, yes. I said, this guy no go school. This guy stay in the house of people that go school. By the time they finish, they graduate, this guy, there's nowhere to go again. He said, wow. And he said they are deceiving you because you don't know how to utilize the night. What am I going to do with my life? Switch to the night. That's why people are frustrated. Can I shock you? 99.9% of everything I saw here in Akure, I encountered it first in the night. I think while we were praying to come to Akure here, I described some things, including Mrs. Akonde. You remember? Huh? You remember? You remember? All night outside. I think it was for some days. And I gathered all my sons. All of them are bad boys. God is not even supposed to hear that prayer. all my sons that troubled Israel. I gathered a lot of them. I said, I'm going to Akure and I want to pray. Come, let's pray. Oh Lord, show me what I'll see in Akure. And I saw this woman. I first of all thought it was a relu. And I saw this woman. She was fair, old a little. And she was like a mother to me in Akure. And she helped me. And she stood by this ministry. Fair. All of a sudden, the Mrs. Akonde, she had hole in her heart. Is it hole in her heart? She had hole in her heart, and she would go to some of these big churches to sleep. After she had slept, be there for days, months, and all. She wasn't getting healed. Somebody saw a banner, and they called her that, come. There's this small boy in this church, but come. It's like it's a deliverance ministry. And she just came innocently. By the time she came, I said, Madam, I'm seeing something that has to do with the heart. How many of you were there? You remember? Wow. I said, yes, they told me. And I prayed for her. By the time I prayed for her, she forgot her drug. There was a drug. How many of you were there when she was testifying? There was a drug she must take every day. They told her that if she skips it, she's going to die. So she forgot the drug for 30 days. 1 month. By the time she got to Osun State, she now remembered the drug, rushed to the hospital. And the doctor said, how about that drug? He said, oh, I've forgotten it. I've not taken it for like a month. And the doctor said, wow. And the doctor checked the heart. The hole was no more there. So she came back. That's how Mommy Akande was like a, you see, the trying time of this ministry, Mommy Akande was behind. I'm telling you, there's a time when you are starting church that you need help. Now, all the things I'm making Yanga for, they were my lifesaver then. bunch of plantain, yam, gari. She will pack them and come and say, Pastor, I can't, sir. Pastor, this is my plantain. If you can just call some of all these our brothers, let them harvest it. Measure my mind and say, I got joy in my soul. God is in control. Now, I needed the plantain like the air I breathe. She'll come and say, Pastor, this is my tithe, 20,000. That time, if you give me 20,000, in fact, if you want to finish it, make it 50,000. Maybe I'll need that and you stand up. She'll give me 20,000. My heart, it will do me. Oh my God. I said, this one is really helper. And she did it to the extent where I outgrew the money. Then I tenure over. When she went to Osun State, she said, man of God, bring the church to Osun. I said, God didn't send me to Osun yet. She didn't leave our church. She retired from the school you are, and she went back to Osun. Do you know why I held that well? Because God had already shown me that this so person is coming. Imagine if God told you that, oh, so person is coming to be your husband. You think you behave the way you behave? Some of you have lost your husband with bad character. Not the devil, bad character. Some of you have lost your wife with bad character. Useless character. Because there's no encounter. In making decision, you need the night. Pray, pray, pray. Which one will favor me better? Which one can be a better mother for my children? Not the one that can twerk. Even the Bible says everything will pass away. Even that bomb she's shaking, it will pass away. It will pass away. But which one can be a wife? Hey, just some of you in life decision, this is how you make it. Mini, mini, mani, mo. Mini, mini, man. I pick this, I pick that. The Lord say you are my wife. I die. then she's coming to your house and she's bringing sword. You say, why are you bringing sword? You say, it's an artifact. Now lie you. Now waiting go kill you with that. Decision making. Jesus, that was God in flesh, he went overnight, he prayed. Overnight, and he prayed. Do you know all our progression in life has to do with decision? Decision, 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 decision. Some people are even in the right decision, they are not sure because they never had an encounter. Inside the right decision, no, they are still telling God, God, please, I need a Yahoo boy with a touch of money ritual and sprinkling of the fear of God. Then the guy use you. They say, God, why me? Who will he use before? Decision. Some people, but if you have a steady encounter, do you know when my wife already knew that I was going to be rich? Not now. Oh. How many of you like to die poor? Let me see your hand. You like to die poor. Let me just say amen to your prayer. You like to die poor. You want to die poor. The same thing with her. She does not want to die poor, but she met me poor. But she knew I was going somewhere. Decision. Decision. I remember when there was a little problem between me and my wife. And she went somewhere. And she said, if truly is a prophet, oh Lord, was that not your prayer? I met the prayer in her mouth. The roommates and some people, they connived, they lied. And the lie was so concrete that you have not seen lie. Some of you that are saying best friend forever, maybe it's still working for you. One day they'll shoot you in your leg. You know that human is human. They lied that lie. And she was fasting 21 days dry fasting. I think that was the 18. How was the 18? All of us were doing all night, 42 days all night. And while we were doing the all night, they lied the lie. I could not take the lie. And I told her, I said, please, please, please. Peace be unto us. Please, we may not announce it, but because I can't take this no more. Do you know why the team paid me very well? Let me confess. You want to know? My wife will not like this. Back then, I want to touch my wife. And I'll be carrying, and she will give me Bible and say, Pastor, he go pain me enter bone. My God. Sometimes I say, God, why did you call me? you don't know the feeling. Why did you call? Give me one chance. Then I now heard that somebody was sleeping with her, and they came with the story. Imagine you are giving me Bible, and somebody's. He paid me. Even in the fasting, I didn't reason. And my wife went and said, knelt down by a soccer wayside and said, oh Lord, if you have called him as your prophet, true, tell him I'm innocent. I didn't even want to hear God, because it's not God I want to marry, it's me. So I carry one magazine. I was just reading it. I was just opening it. Just opening it. Say, these girls will just be saying they are holy. This girl's bad. My mind was filled with all manner. This, my life. Church girl. No be me and them. I had Sinbo. So I look up, I saw that all my sons were sleeping. Sinbo! I knew that it was God. So I calmed down and said, go outside and meet her, for she's your wife. She's innocent. Now, I've scattered everything. Pride and ego has come to say sorry. Because I was a spiritual father and the boyfriend. So the part of the spiritual father still like this. So I came outside. I came slowly. I look around at this. Yeah. How will I even start this apology? Hey. I tiptoe. I now saw her. She knelt down by the soccer where she was praying with tears in her eyes. If you have called him a prophet, go and tell him that I am innocent. Go and tell him that these people are lying. So I tiptoe. I got to her back. I was hearing her prayer point. She didn't know I was there. Then I said, blessing, let's go inside. And she was shocked. I said, don't worry, just forget everything. Let's let's go. I'm not even sure I said I'm sorry to date. That's the role of a spiritual father, You should say I'm sorry, because you are not who you are dating, spiritual father. I said, come, let's go, sir. Let's go, sir. Let's go and pray. By the time, don't worry, don't mind. Just forget. I had clear decision because of night. Some of you now, your heart is still beating. Giddy. Some of you now, your husband is your bestie, and your bestie is your husband. There's one of my daughters, she's here. She was deceiving me. I know all your, see, by the time you start to do all those, your leg over, I get you. She'll say, no, Papa, we are just friends. I laugh in Swahili. You, friends? This thing I've seen is one of friends. No, we are just friends. The small thing she'll do a short time like. I say, you, me. Okay. She was supposed to be the wife. You know the most painful thing? She kept on being the best friends of the people dating somebody that's supposed to be her husband. Very painful. I didn't call name. Somewhere around it. And one day I told her, I knew she felt bad. Why? Some of you, your decision making is zero. That's why you can't tolerate each other. Zero. Then they now stab the zero in the middle again. No night prayer. That's why ladies can pretend to a guy. Give you all you want, and in your mind you are testifying. Thank you, Jesus. Finally, I've seen a wife. Until the day you see your children with pampers beginning to twerk. And you, baby, what is my daughter doing? I thought I. Is it not the same twerk you saw him meet that you had? Let her begin to, charity begin. Poor decision making. Some people don't even know where they will go after school. Some people don't know who to marry. Some people don't know the right one to marry. That's why, ladies, do you know why women are very critical? If you like advise women, what they'll do, they already know. They'll just come so that you waste your time. That's why, if you are coming to waste my time, I'll tell you to buy juice or Ribena and come with a seed. So that it's a win-win for us. I waste my time, I gain. You tell a lady, say, this one is very risky and very detrimental to you. Run! And the lady say, hey, Papa, but the Holy Spirit can change anybody. I say, yes. Papa, can't I change him? You don't know. Even the person that promised us change now does not even understand how the country is going. Papa, I will change him. I said, okay, go ahead, change him. Papa, I don't know what is happening. Oh. I said, okay, come and see me. Buy chicken, buy ice cream. So that I'll first of all quench, the overheating in my system. It will calm down before I talk to you. Poor decision making. Why must you pray in the night? Number one, decision making. You will not miss it. Number two, night time is a time of release. Act 12. Act 12, 5 to 7. Because of time, we are not going to read that. Night time is a time of release. Some of you, there's a lot of cage that your family has been into. The Bible said they were praying for Peter and he was released. Angels took him out of the prison. Angels released him. Nighttime is the time where you stand and you begin to contend. Everything that is done against my family, everything that is done against my house, everything that is done against my lineage. As I pray, I release my family. I release my family. You begin to pray. You begin to call their name. I call on the name of so-so-so. I release you. I call on the name of so-so-so. I release you. I call on the name of so-so-so. I release you. From everywhere they have kept you. From poverty, from captivity, from failure, from stagnancy. I tell you, you can never pray this prayer for 1 month and don't see results. Night. Do you know some of you I pity for most? Some of you that it seems as if you are the only one rising in your house. You have not known anything. Wasalo. By the time trouble come, now that you are not praying and you are the only one rising, by the time trouble come, it will be on you alone. The moment I saw that I was rising, I looked at all my brothers. I saw that my younger brother had the tendency and knew some of the things I know, and he had the tendency to rise. I quickly began to pick him up. I began to pick him up. I began to pray for him. I began to pick him up. I began to pray for him. I began to pray for him. I began to intercede for him. I began to intercede for him. Night time is a time of release. Every shackles your family is inside. Just try it. Things will fall in place in the night. That's the second one. The third one, are we ready? Are we ready? Genesis 32, 22 to 31. We are not going to read because of time. Genesis 32, 22 to 21. We speak about the story of Jacob. Nighttime is a time of encounter. When you see a pastor that does not see angel, argue about angel, argue about the Spirit of God, argue about spiritual things. When you see him, begin to, no. Genesis chapter 4, Exodus chapter 3. Most of them, they used to have this space teeth. Go and check them in the night. You see how they snore. They snore into glory. My God. There's no into glory. So, how many of you remember the time we had security here? I'll be praying here. And let's say I kneel down here. The security will be sleeping at the altar. And I'm kneeling like, I'll be, and the guy will do, even me feel, ah! Security this, my God. So, a lot of you know him. How many of you know him? Yes, those are people that used to come here and pray in the night. The guy will snore like this, your heart will cut. It's as if the demon I spoke about at the last all night has just come. He will snore like, yeah. Some of you will draw it, you know. It's like when a car refuses to enter the gear it's supposed to enter. My God. That's why pastors argue. You want to have an encounter with the Lord. The Bible says Jacob wrestled. Jacob saw angel. Let me tell you something. An encounter that changed the destiny and life of a man does not happen in a day. It starts from the night. It starts from the night. So Jacob, a man, was given the commission of a town, of a nation. And he said, from today your name will no longer be Jacob. Your name will be Israel. Jacob to Israel, because he saw an angel. How many has encountered you that you have not seen? How many have tried to encounter you that you have not seen? I remember when I was praying for the name of this ministry in the night, and God had not given me name, but we are started church, so I call it Zion Ministries. You know, that was the name we started with, Zion Ministries, and I was still praying. And while I was praying, an angel encountered me and said, the name of the church, the commission God gave to you is El. E-L. E-L. El. He said, for it shall be a seal between God and you. And God would always be with you. So what's the real name of this church? E-L. Now me add Roy. And by the time the angel spoke to me, I asked him, I said, if I call the church L, people will call it H-E-L-L. I said, they say, how will a church be bearing hell? Then the angel told me, say, add anything. And then we just finished a program, Jehovah R.O in Kogi. So I say, Roy. L, Roy. Okay. I added Roy. Then the real name of your church is L. E-L. So imagine now, if I now come here and I say, Missionary Statement of Conventional Ministry International. Have you seen such name? Have you ever asked yourself that, wait, can God give this kind of name? I saw one in Benin, from the door of that edge to the last door here. And I called my wife, I said, see, from the door. That's how they wrote the statement. So. They now close the door. They wrote it on the door too. Close, see the last city. They have no encounter. God does not give those kind of name. Fire for fire ministry of God. Is it the same God I know? God does not kill anybody. It is the pastors that kill. I just gave you a revelation for another day. God didn't kill. He loves you so much, he can't kill you. Now you they do pass yourself. Go meet who go usher you go die. God Thunderbolt Ministry International, fire for fire, thunder blow. Then they now give themselves a slogan. Thunder blow, yeah. Thunder blow, yeah. Thunder blow, yeah. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. Since the day I joined Thunder Blow Ministry, all my enemy, thunder has blown them. I just want to thank you. When I shout thunder blow, say yeah. Thunder blow, yeah. Wait. So the angel of the Lord came and he said, I am Gabriel that stand in the presence of God. Only to tell you that the name of the church God is giving you is Thunder Blow Ministry International Incorporated. International Ministry. Fire pass fire. My God. Hey. Encounters. Those of you that have the call of God, encounters. It's in the night. It's in the night. You can't stay up in the night. You will only be hearing about Gabriel. You will never see him. Oh Lord, as I'm by this afternoon, let me see your fan name. Where? How? You better go to orphanage home. That one is even better. You can